The most mysterious thing about the Star Wars sequel trilogy has all to do with Rey's lineage and what's to come in Star Wars Episode 9 by director J.J. Abrams. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, in case you guys didn't know, we do know that J.J. Abrams is back for Episode 9 and giving Rey an important lineage in this movie, which honestly could very well have something to do with her parents being of significance, or maybe even something more different, her grandparents. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film when it comes to some of the set leaks, the set designs, the concept art and storyboard descriptions, etc. One of which has all to do with Rey's potential turn to the dark side, at least temporarily. Specifically, a description of Rey holding an ignited blue lightsaber raised above her head, in a similar fashion to the stance by Emperor Palpatine before he fought Yoda. Rey's mouth is wide open as if she is screaming, and her eyes appear to be yellow, which could be an indication of a dark side impulse, just like in The Force Awakens. On the ground is Kylo Ren with an ignited lightsaber. The next goes over both blades locked into place with a close shot of Rey's eyes, appearing yellow once again. This could be a parallel to when Luke took down Darth Vader by tapping into the dark side. The final one goes over Kylo Ren using a force push against Rey and pinning her to a wall. It looks as if she is stuck on the wall and Kylo throws his lightsaber at her, only for the saber to come flinging back at him, and yet another callback to when Darth Vader threw his red lightsaber at Luke in Palpatine's throne room. Now, I don't know about you guys, but this to me most definitely sounds like Rey is tapping into the dark side once again. Now, we saw a great example of this in The Force Awakens, and in case you guys did not read the official novelization of that movie, you will learn that during the battle on Starkiller Base in the snowy woods, she does hear a voice that says, "Kill him," a voice that's basically trying to convince her to kill Kylo Ren. Now, that's because she tapped into the dark side of the Force, and that voice is actually believed to be Supreme Leader Snoke. Now, going into Episode 9, it seems as though that they will be taking this to the next level, where Rey once again taps into the dark side of the Force. But what's with the yellow eyes? Now, the yellow eyes are absolutely a major indication of her using the dark side itself. The reason as to why I believe it's her tapping into it temporarily is because, well, Rey, after all, is the main hero of the sequel trilogy. So many fans, young fans, look up to that character, and I believe that they wouldn't just turn her to the dark side and make her the ultimate villain in the sequel trilogy. However, they could actually trick us to believe that for some time in the actual story itself, where we are led to believe that she has turned permanently, but ultimately actually turns back to the light side. Now, we saw another example of this when Luke Skywalker tapped into the dark in order to go up against his own father, Darth Vader. And you know what? It worked. So it seems like they're trying to do the same exact thing here with Episode 9 by writer and director J.J. Abrams. Is this too much of copying Return of the Jedi? Not necessarily per se. I can see the parallels there, of course, especially when, you know, we have the sequence in which Kylo Ren is actually getting his own saber flung back at him, similar to what Darth Vader did to Luke Skywalker, where he threw his own lightsaber at him. Now, with that being said, I think that Rey turning to the dark side makes a whole lot of sense, right? We've seen all of these different impulses. We've seen her have some kind of anger, at least in The Force Awakens, right? Especially during the battle between both Kylo Ren and Rey. And then in The Last Jedi, you know, we kind of saw that she was somewhat convinced to turn over to Kylo Ren, but she pretty much, you know, thought about Luke Skywalker and his words and what he told to Rey, and that's when she was able to think on her own and actually grab the Skywalker lightsaber away from Kylo and run off onto Snoke's escape pod. Now, with Episode 9, we do know that JJ is giving her this important lineage. We've also been hearing a lot of these different leaks and rumors, etc. about Emperor Palpatine's involvement in Episode 9. And let's not forget that Emperor Palpatine had a huge interest in the planet Jakku. In fact, he put the Jakku Observatory over there, which holds a lot of Sith relics and artifacts, and also has a map to hyperspace routes into the unknown regions. The unknown regions actually holds secrets of the Force That's why Snoke was there, and that's also why he was building his army over there, known as the First Order, in order to remain undetected. Emperor Palpatine even felt his presence from afar. So I think that there's definitely a major connection between both Rey and Palpatine to a certain extent. Do I think that they are related? I'm not quite sure about that just yet. There's a possibility if they really want to do something extreme like that. But looking at both Kylo and Rey, they are basically two halves of the light and the dark. I think it's pretty safe to say so, right? They're basically the yin and the yang, and I love that concept. So, with J.J. Abrams back for Episode 9, we can expect a lot of these big twists and turns and surprises for this movie, and this most definitely falls directly in line with the major lightsaber duel sequence that they are actually filming this month, both Daisy Ridley and Adam Driver. Anyways guys, drop a comment below, let me know what you think about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.